you can hit for the video.
OMG.
Oh boy. Well,
Hold
look.
on, hold on. Don't think you slick, Rock. I saw you hit the damn live button. I see
Amen. Peeped
it.
it.
You ain't slick.
Well, I mean, with that being said, let's start the show.
Boom.
So
Yo,
quick,
yo,
would
yo,
you
yo, yo.
I'm sorry, I gotta ask this. Would you consider that would you call that Lucky Charms if she gonna be in camouflage and in certain poses?
I would say so.
Okay, go ahead, Rock,
I
my
would say
bad.
so.
God damn, this shit started out wild already. Yo, 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 yo. What it do? What it is, y'all? It's your boy telling me rock. And there's damn, I was about to fuck it up. You're now tuned into the no. This is the mashup show of both sides of the coin and the no filter show, even though part of both sides of the coin is with no filter, and it's like the same show every week.
It's the same
Any,
dang show. It's both
anyway,
sides of the filter.
yeah, both sides of the filter. And as always, I'm joined by
Boom
my
pow.
great co-host.
Y'all already know the vibes. It's your boy K Quick. Beats, Bars, and Faith, Walter, and Justice Fish. Speaking of Beats, Bars, and Faith, we got another one of the founding members of BDF in the building right here. Behind me, we got TM Jizzle. You know what the
TM
vibes is.
Jizzle.
You know, came here, kicking it on here on this holiday. You know, happy Thanksgiving's Eve, folks. We in here.
I guess it's my turn. I am your girl, Turducken Tammy. What up, though?
I literally just noticed you changed your name too. How did I miss that?
'Cause- Never mind. I am the Blue Phoenix, you guys. I was getting ready to respond because y'all, we be tripping. And I am one half of both sides of the coins, and our fellow Mo is not here tonight. He is under the blanket,
Yeah,
which
you will,
means he's
G.I.M.O.
under the weather. So please send your love and prayers to Giamo as he gets better.
Yeah, my man got the chilly willy. He's at home office. He a chill. Even though my bad, it'll be he a chew. How y'all doing, man? Y'all feeling good?
Blessed,
Yep.
blessed. You know, I mean, we here on Thanksgiving's Eve. You know what I'm saying? We here now. Just to start things off, like before we start addressing all the elephants in the room. This may be a little cliche, but I feel it's appropriate. I say let's go around the panel and just give out one thing we're thankful for in the spirit of Thanksgiving. I shall go first. To be honest, and this kind of leads into other things, I'm just thankful for life. You know what I mean? Because I've seen over the past few years lives take a turn. I've seen lives lost and all the above. So it's another day, every day above ground I'm thankful for. Every breath, all the little, because for real, I'm just thankful for all the little things. There's some people who wake up in the morning and can't do this. I'm thankful for that. You know, all those little things that people don't realize is really a blessing. That's what I'm thankful for. That's me. Next.
Well, I appreciate you doing this quick because we used to do this every Thanksgiving growing up. And I am thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for
Oh,
I am very grateful for you guys. I'm thankful for the dynamic that we have as a group, individually and together. I am thankful that um, we all cross paths on our journeys at this particular time. And I just hope that we are always on each other's journeys, even if we aren't. I know that we will always be connected and that we will always just be super dope. I'm also thankful for my family. I'm thankful for, like Quick said, just being able to be here. I'm just grateful for everything, every experience, every lesson, good or bad, good and just difficult, rough, easy. I'm just grateful for everything I've learned and lost and gained and lost and learned and lost. I'm just grateful for everything. I'm thankful.
First, I'm definitely thankful for you guys. I met an amazing team that supports my wild ideas and my craziness. um, I'm thankful for family. I am thankful for every one of our listeners that have reached out that know, that I'm sick and have been sending their prayers and have been inboxing me and sending me inspirational quotes. I greatly, greatly appreciate y'all because I know y'all don't have to. You literally take a moment to think about me and to send me something to lift my spirits. So if nobody has ever showed appreciation for what you do, thank you guys for that so much. And this year specifically, I am thankful for first dates. Woo! I'm done.
Well, oh boy, damn, y'all just
I'm
kind of
thankful for
took.
ammo too.
Yeah, what he said.
First and foremost,
You can't
go ahead,
shoot 'em.
Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm thankful for a lot, man. Y'all just kind of hit the nail on the head. I'm just thankful for life. Like Quick said, that's my favorite phrase. Man, I live by every day above ground is a blessing. You feel me? Not too many people are blessed to make it this far. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we take life for granted. You know what I'm saying? The little things. Um, I'm gonna share something with y'all. At my job, I have to put out this homeless guy every day at my job because he breaks into the buildings and he sleeps there. And of course, he doesn't smell good. He doesn't look good, and he scares the residents. And it kills me every day that I got to put this man back out into the cold, with all his belongings in his hand. But in the same breath, it makes me thankful because when I leave work, I have a home to come to. I have a warm bed to sleep in. I have food on the table. I have a family that loves me and greets me. Hell, I even got a dog that meets me at the door with his tail wagging. See, the little things in life we don't appreciate as much as we should. You feel me? And I just appreciate and I'm thankful for that. Now, also, I'm extremely thankful for exhaust fans because I'm trying to tell you at work, when I go in there behind some of my African coworkers and they take a shit, oh my God, that shit stink. I swear to God, if it wasn't for an exhaust fan, I probably would put in my 2-week notes.
Oh my gosh! And that was for Mo. You summoned the spirit of Mo in that one.
I had
Straight
to.
up, straight up, straight up. Now, just to get the elephant out the room, this the biggest, well, one of the biggest ones for me, and a lot of folks who grew up in the '90s. I would just like to talk about certain things and certain people that folks take for granted, and the only way to do that is to head to the corner. So, Rock, off rip, can I start the night off with the corner really quick?
Well, let's go outside.
Take-
Welcome to another edition of Quick's Corner. Own it in. Hello, TMG. So, now, we've spoken about what I'm about to touch on many a times, and I've went into my tangents due to my own personal struggles and personal experiences. But one of the first things I got to address is, especially if folks see the picture that Rock has. Matter of fact, Rock, hone yourself in real quick, just so people can see the figure that we are speaking of. Hone that in real quick. Now, this fella here is Jason David Frank, and in other words, the original Green Ranger and White Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So if anybody grew up in the 90s like me, this was one of our heroes. Now, granted, no matter which Ranger was your favorite, now, granted, red is my favorite color, so I always took to the Red Ranger, but everybody knew Tommy was that guy, And I follow all the originals on social media. I keep up with everybody from those shows and all that good stuff. Every time I seen him, I had friends who got the chance to meet him in person. Every time I seen him, every time he went live, every time I saw footage of him at a signing, I always seen a smile on his face. I even followed this mixed martial arts career. But he was always smiling and so on and so forth. But a lot of people don't know a lot of pain hides behind a smile. I would know better than anybody. So I say all that to say, check on the ones who you feel are the strongest, because even though they may be strong for you, who's gonna be strong for them? Period. So, and with all that being said, when I found out this man's passing and how he passed, it messed me up. Not only because a childhood hero was gone, it's because I relate to how he passed. You know, and I can never. And granted, when I see a lot of these comments on blogs and on videos and so on and so forth of there's a difference between a Christian and church folk. Church folks, once again, misusing the word of God to weaponize and berate people. A person who you don't know their pain and you don't know their struggle. I know what mind state and what form of mental and emotional strain you have to be in to want to take your life, to attempt to take your own life. I know that, so I can never judge somebody for that, because at the end of the day, you may be your own person, but you don't know somebody else's pain. Who are you to put a measure on pain? Because unless you felt every strand of pain in the world, you have no room to talk. So with all that being said, it hurts me that he was going through so much pain being the type of vibrant spirit he was, or that the type of vibrant spirit he showed himself to be in the world. But once again, behind all that, who was being strong for him? We don't know. What kind of pain was he going through? We don't know, but apparently it was enough to lead to a very sad and drastic end. But all I can say is rest in peace to Jason David Frank, the man, aka Tommy, the childhood hero. And from here I turn it over to the panel. What do y'all think about it?
So I just want to. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go real quick. I just want to say, as a child, you feel me? He is the first nigga to stress me out. You feel me? The Green Ranger saga had me stressed out.
What? Oh my god!
Like when they re-released that jump to Netflix, I went back and watched it as an adult, and was stressed out all over again. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. You feel me? Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But R.I.P. to the legend. I think Quick said something that was really, really key, and I didn't experience it until I was on the other side. Quick, you said that nobody checks on the strong friend, the friend that's there for everybody. And at first, like when I started going through it, you know what I'm saying, I realized that very few checked on me. You feel me? But then I started getting my feelings and be like, yo, why the fuck ain't nobody being there for me? Like I'm there for them. You feel me? Then I had to remember, see, when people look at us as strong people, you feel me, in their mind, they kind of have a larger than life view of us because of our strength. They seen us endure and be strong and not budge or even shake on the surface, when in reality we feeling just like they would, but we have the ability to not show that it's bothering us. And you feel me? And I think it's a dope thing, but also it hinders us because we don't express how we're feeling because we're used to being the strong one. And I think that's what I learned. I learned trying to be the strong one, trying to be, quote unquote, my favorite quote, rock solid. You feel me? Like it can come back to hurt you in the long run because one, people won't come around and give you the support that you need. You feel me? And two, you're not going to express yourself in your times of weakness.
Start.
Come on, Tammy.
Turducken. First, I want to say to everybody on this panel, I got your back. When we leave here, all of y'all can sit on my cloud. I'm gonna talk Jesus into letting me serve wine. No,
In the long stem glasses, though.
exactly. I'm gonna talk him into letting me have wine. But no,
About tequila.
seriously. Listen, we gotta move slowly. He turned water into wine, not tequila. We gotta get somebody to sneak that in. Shh.
True, true.
Girl, I started under one of my wings. You be good.
Right. We definitely gonna ask him to let us roll some J's though. We gotta be high. But seriously, 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 y'all. Anybody that can hear the sound of my voice, if you are going through something and you don't trust talking to somebody that actually knows you, inbox me. I may not get it right then, but I promise you, I will not be leaving you on red. I am going through the most trying time of my life right now. I know some people know we brushed over it, in other shows, but I have sarcoidosis. Before I was diagnosed last year, the only thing I knew about it was that it was the disease that killed Bernie Mac and there was no cure. So naturally, that causes me to be extremely terrified. And this is just a quick, transparent moment, just so that you can understand why I'm so ready to support people that I may not know. I've been battling this for a year. There's no cure. In and out of the hospital. Some days I can't even walk on my own. I have to use a walker. I still get up. I still pray. I'm still thankful for that day. Now they're telling me that they think they see cervical cancer. And I'm going to have an in and out surgery because I've already had a biopsy. So now they have to dig deeper. I'm telling you all of my business just to say if you're the strong one in your family or your friends like I am, there are people like me who are willing to be strong for you. Don't ever feel like suicide is your final and only option. You have the right to make your own decisions, and I'm not a person that judges either. But just remember, you have options. The last thing I would ever want anybody to do is leave behind on their Facebook page or social media that a situation that they did not realize was temporary caused them to make a final decision. Inbox me. I will listen. That's all I have to say.
And I'm gonna second, third, fourth, and fifth all of these comments. Um, like Quick said, every time he would see him, he was smiling. But smiles and laughter are usually uh just the face, just the mask, because you don't really want people to know what's going on. Sometimes you don't know how to express what's going on. Sometimes you don't understand. And like everybody said, I think we all on this panel, even our missing fifth, are the strong ones. And it is hard. But I had, I'm the one everybody used to call and ask for advice and da-da-da. And one day I was like, I'm just, you're Superwoman. Don't call me that. Everybody used to be so happy to be called Superwoman, Superman, Super. No, because like Rock said, you have that cape on and people think nothing can penetrate you. You're impenetrable. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Impenetrable.
Listen, panel,
Mhm.
I want Phoenix to keep talking, but can we literally stay here for like 2 minutes? I feel like we got driven this direction for a reason. Can we just stay here for 2 minutes, please?
Of course.
And talk about this. I say that simply because I want to expand on what Phoenix was saying if you didn't understand.
Mhm.
One of the main things one of the main ways that you can recognize depression is a smiling face. Somebody that always has a joke, somebody that's always seeking to cheer you up. Subconsciously, people that are going through depression are literally giving you what they need. They know that it's needed, so they're willing to give
Yep.
it to somebody else to keep someone else from feeling how they feel.
Yes.
So you have that friend that's always checking on you and it annoys you. Don't push that friend to the side. That friend probably needs you to turn the tables and be there for them. I'm going to shut up now. I want to say one thing to everybody that can hear me. This is probably for me the most important thing that I can say to you, whether you believe in God or not. Okay, whether you believe there was a creator that created all of this, whether you believe in the Big Bang Theory and you believe everything got here by explosion, whatever created all of this looked around and decided that it needed a you. Think about that, even if you don't know your purpose yet. However, all of this was created, that entity that created everything decided that the one thing that was missing was a you. I digress.
You are your purpose. Let's just say that. You don't have to know it. You are it.
Amen.
And this is what we have to remember. You are your purpose. You are important. You are needed. You are here for a reason, even if it's just to say hello to your neighbor. Okay? Like Star said, if you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. I'm pretty sure everybody on our group would care. We love you all. We appreciate you all. And we would rather you tell us what's wrong and we'll cry together. Hey, who know that I cry with you? I will cry with you now.
Yeah, no
Because
bullshit.
I will. Because that's important. I had to learn to let that strength go. Because one thing people don't realize, if you're always the strong one, you're the weakest.
Mm.
Your strength is in your vulnerability.
Amen.
You have to be vulnerable. That's where you're strong. Your strength is a wall, it's a defense mechanism. Let that cape go and live in that
So
weakness.
so
Yeah.
real quick, I hate to be the one to be shift gears, but I feel like my brother Mo is definitely
Here we
talking
go.
to me. So Star said something about, who you believe in, the Big Bang Theory. So I have a confession. When I was young, I thought the Big Bang Theory was a theory about people that got together and had an orgy. And that's how different people were
Oh
created.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Are you
Man,
serious?
man, man, man. Horns
Hey,
for
I
me.
mean, how did the
Come,
rest of us get here?
right.
Oh wow, that is
That was
hilarious.
needed, though. That was definitely.
That's a
Hey,
nice shift.
hey, excuse me, Jeanette. Hey, Mama Trinette. This is one of my classmates. She's such a beautiful person. She is also one of the founders of Soul Seniors Offering Unconditional Love. Can you put her comment back up? Because I didn't get to see. What she say? I am listening. Love what you're saying. Love more and live in peace, family. Yes and yes. I appreciate her because I didn't even know they watched the show. Thank you, Mama Trinette.
Thank you
But
for watching the show.
yeah, this
You
is one of
know,
our senior watchers. She's a senior.
Hey.
And she was Miss Senior DC 2 years in a row, y'all, during the pandemic. So excuse her.
oh,
Uh oh.
But
Sound like we might have another
we
guest
Okay.
might
soon,
need
right?
another model here.
Ah,
okay. You hear that, Mama Trinette? But yeah, it's important, and we love you guys, and thank you so much. And R.I.P. to our Green Ranger who stressed us out and made us love him so much in the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, and that's
yes,
on,
Lord.
and I put that on Dragon's Order.
You hear me?
Oh
Hey,
man.
so look, I got a question, y'all. With Thanksgiving approaching, and that's another elephant in the room. You feel me? Let's talk about food, shall we? What
Let's
is one food that you're gonna look twice before you get it?
look twice as in.
You gonna second guess it before you get it.
I've never been a potato salad person.
Hmm.
Believe it or not, I never have. It just wasn't my stilo. It just wasn't my thing. I always bypassed the potato salad and went straight for the gams. That was just me.
Okay, well, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
So it's just, man, I was a picky eater as a kid, and and granted, now that I'm like a pescatarian, it opened me up to trying different things. And being that potato salad isn't necessarily the best thing in the world, I just never, or healthiest thing rather, I just never really I tried it once. I was like, it's okay. It's not as bad as I remember, but just not my thing. I just don't run to.
Ew, squash and pumpkin pie. Squash is from the devil. Keep it away from me.
What's wrong with pumpkin pie?
What's wrong with pumpkin pie?
Squash is from the devil.
Well, where do we start? Pumpkin pie is like literally gluten-free sweet potato pie.
That sound like a personal issue.
Oh, sweet potato pie. Yes, somebody, you gotta have some good sweet potato pie. You gotta know how to do it. Mine would be on the pork element of chitlins and pig feet and hog maws and pig ears. The reason why my family down South Carolina took every part of the pig and cooked it. Okay, we used to eat pig ears and rice. It was good. We used to eat the pig feet. We used to eat the hog maws.
Pig ears.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You clean it good and you stick
I can't stand pig ears, onions, pig snouts, pig or cow tongue. Everything. None of that stuff. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You never got tongue down by a pig.
Hell no. Well, I mean, shit. Some of my exes, but that's another show.
Dang.
So you just made my stomach turn. Just give me the bacon. Fuck it.
Look, they ate
I don't eat pork no more. No way. That's another thing. I never was a ham person either.
$1 million moment.
That's another thing. I was never a ham person because not only because I never really ate pork like that. It's just I always thought ham was so salty. I just couldn't eat it.
Yeah, I always never ate more than like a little. I always eat like a little piece when I used to eat it. It is very salty. And I just, if I were to pick a piece up, it's just a teeny sliver. I can't really do.
So look, my foods that I side eye. One, quick, I'm with you, bro. Potato salad. Not everybody can make potato salad. If it looks dry and clumpy, I don't want it.
How the hell can you have dry potato salad?
Trust me, you'd be surprised. Number two is macaroni and cheese. If your macaroni and cheese is fucked up, I'm going to talk about you. I'm just going to be completely
As you
honest.
should.
Wait a minute, Rock. I got to ask you. Can't let you slide off after you said that. Do you put, what is it? Breading on top of your mac and cheese? Y'all know what I'm asking.
Oh, the crumbles. Hey, man.
Yes, the crust on top of the mac and cheese.
I mean, it's not bad, but not my style. See, I'm different. You feel me? Like, I actually make a cheese sauce. I make it on the stove, and then I put it there. And then
I was about to say it's a roux.
Yeah, and then I put it into the pan, and then I coat it with cheese at the top, and then I let it bake through. You feel me? So you still get that nice creaminess, but you get that nice crust at the top. Homeboy ID cookbook coming soon.
Featuring turducken.
Right. Look, that's gonna be right beside it. What about cranberry sauce? How do y'all feel about cranberry sauce?
Man, put that shit on my plate. We fighting.
Facts.
Get that shit away from me.
Keep it in the can. Throw it at your ops.
No, you can do the homemade, and I like the whole berry cranberry sauce.
Look, let me tell you something. I only like cranberry when it's cranberry juice and it's mixed in my Hennessy.
Facts. I'll eat cranberries.
So you like the baby making juice?
Yeah, that's how my second child.
You like cranberry? Yeah.
Hennessy.
Y'all don't like cranberry sauce?
Nope.
I love cranberry sauce. Zena said, yes, I put the crust on mine. My family wouldn't have it any other way. Creamy mac with the crust topping.
I know that's right.
You know what's crazy though? Like I don't know. To me, honestly, when I look at cranberry sauce, it just looks out of place. It looks like it don't belong on the table. You feel me? And then it's two. It's just like, what the fuck do you eat it with? You know, just
What? You
well,
eat
I don't
it
eat
with your
Jello.
stuffing and your damn green.
Yuck.
nah.
It reminds me of Jello, and I don't
It's
eat
the
Jello.
tartness of the. Oh, I love cranberry sauce.
Hey,
What
hold
is
on.
wrong
So you
with
guys
y'all?
want to hear something? Because Star, you just made me think of it. I had an ex that was scared of Jello.
Why? Because of the
Hell
wiggle.
The way, exactly, it's the way that it wiggles and shakes. It's just weird. He used to scare you. Weird as shit. Weird as fuck.
Well, Rock, since we talking about food and all, let's talk about waffles. Does anybody eat waffles?
Love
Fucking
it.
love
Make
it.
chicken and waffles as often as I can in the
And,
house.
and I love the fact that you said chicken and waffles. Rock, can we bring that up, please?
Shazam. I'm on point tonight. Right.
Hey, look, before you get
Just
started,
need to be quiet.
Hold on. What'd you say?
I was watching. I was getting ready to say, if she put a damn blue waffle on this screen, I'm gonna be pissed. Go ahead, y'all. I'm
Let's get-
watching.
Well, put that buttermilk on them. Dump them in the flour. Yes. Into the wet. Into the dry. Shake, shake, shake. Put the seasoning on. Dump them in the oil until they come out golden brown like your boy. Oh, look at that. Baby, let me stop your waffle. Let me put my meat inside. I'm talking food. Just look at that. It's like a deep dish waffle. Right. We're gonna drop the syrup, yes. Ooh, do, 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 do. Yeah. I need 2 plates.
Shout out to official
he
Nathan
freaky.
Centron. That is the true meaning of food porn, you guys. If
He
you don't
kinky,
get that
kinky.
feeling, look, if you don't get that feeling off your food up day of giving thanks, then you aren't cooking right.
I came back on food porn. I didn't even know what y'all saw.
Nick, I'm gonna tell you like this. That's what makes me a fat boy. You feel me? When you can
Okay.
combine things together and make great food, like I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna say it. It's about fucking time, but I'm mad that KFC was the first person to do it. When
What's
I
that?
always had the idea, if you take pieces of chicken breast, right? Fry them joints with the crispy crunchies, you know what I'm saying? Battered, you know what I'm saying? Get that nice little crunchiness and drop that thing in some macaroni and cheese. Boosh. Got a meal. Been saying
That's
it
just
forever.
Ghetto hamburger helper.
Awkward.
Nigga.
I feel like that's been done before. Not on the market for retail, but that's been done before.
Every child
It's the
has
same.
done that.
It's the same way. It's the same way where we used to back in the day at McDonald's. We used to put French fries on our burgers, and then all of a sudden they started selling them like that.
Hey,
Oh.
quick, hold time. We should do that for our listeners. Our next event should literally be a chicken and waffles buffet.
Hey, I'm with
Listen,
that.
it'll be all different types of chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, rotisserie chicken. You have your waffles, you have your strawberry pancake syrup, your pecan, your
You
butter,
making-
and
you
your
make me
little
feel like a
fruit
fat kid.
and your mimosas. Trying to tell
Come
you.
on to
You
our
making
event.
me feel like a fat kid.
Yeah,
All right, fine.
hold on. This is how it has to be. Come on to our event and let us put our meat inside your waffle.
I love it.
Yes, come swallow my
love
juice.
So look,
Let the maple.
Hey. Why don't you
syrup
make an
you.
ad saying that, Star? I bet you'll have a line up at your booth.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it, y'all, without laughing. Hold on.
No, you can't.
I
Do
am
it
your
with the camera
host,
on.
Just Star, and I have an event coming soon. Come and taste my juice
Oh my
this
God.
this Sunday at noon. Mm.
Brunch. Crunch.
she said, taste my juice.
A
Why you
juice.
say it like that? That didn't even sound
Hey,
serious.
so look, since we're talking about food porn, I got a confession, you guys. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I, started to order out from McDonald's again, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of getting a combo meal. You know what I'm saying? Let's mix it back up. Let's add some excitement to my life. So I went back to the food orgy. We had a McGangbang. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hey, you got one?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, that is the best thing in life right now. Don't knock it until you try it. Get
Did the
you
juice, the sauce
burger.
run down your
I know.
chin?
No, question. Did you build it yourself or did you literally ask for it?
No, I had to build it myself.
You built it yourself? Okay.
If I ask for it, I'm gonna be ignorant. I'm like, hey, can I get a McGangbang? They gonna be like, nigga, what? You know?
Or they're gonna be like, you got to come back around 12 when the manager leaves.
Right. So look, for those who don't know what it is, a McGangbang is pretty much when you take a double cheeseburger, split it open in the middle, take the bottom bun off of McChicken, put that on the middle part of the double cheeseburger, and then add the rest of the double cheeseburger back on the top and eat it just like that. I'm trying to tell you, fat boy shit, it will definitely change your life. I stand on it.
So I have a question for the panel while we're on McDonald's. Am I the only one on the panel that was mad as hell that ordered an adult Happy Meal and there was not a better toy?
What was the toy, by the way?
Namor.
Well, what did you expect to be the toy?
I mean, don't get it twisted. I wasn't looking for a vibrator, but I definitely wanted a better toy since it's an adult Happy Meal. Like, who cares about Namor? I'm black. Give me the Black Panther. Give me Shuri or the Mama or, something better than Namor.
Let me tell you something, Miss Star. While you're complaining about yours, how about I went to the stupid ass McDonald's up the street from me in the good old state of 2 up, 2 down. And I said, let me get one of those adult Happy Meals. Huh?
It's a Big Mac.
Hey, let me get one of those adult Happy Meals. Huh? Oh,
Paul,
we don't have
stop
those.
right there. You are literally telling all of us and all of our listeners that you walked into a McDonald's who did not know what an adult Happy Meal was.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You don't work there. You should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all don't know your own products that's on TV.
F-bomb. But I'm not surprised because think about how many McDonald's before we mentioned it in our show knew nothing about the McDonald's secret menu. How you work for them and you don't know. Like that should be that should be in the interview. If you can't name at least 3 items on the secret menu, you can't have the damn job.
At least the McGangbang. I mean, dang. I remember when I first learned about that menu. First, I saw it in a random YouTube video, and then I'm like, hold on, I need to find out about this. And then literally, when I was at work, I asked somebody. When I was at work, went on break, I always ran into this guy who kind of went on this break at the same time as I did, and he worked at the McDonald's across the way. And I had to ask, and I ran into him in the parking lot, and I asked him, "Do you know what a McGangbang is?" He said, "No." I'm like, what? I'm like, "There's a whole." So do you not know anything about the secret? I pulled it up on my phone. He's like, "No, nobody ever ordered any of these." I'm like, "Bruh, this has got to be like some secret under the ground." It is a secret menu, but dang. Like Star said, shouldn't they kind of prepare you for stuff like this? Shouldn't they? Like in training?
So look, ladies, since you haven't had it, the next time we get together, we're going to make one for you. And you can slip one.
I don't want any type of gangbang in my mouth, okay?
Yes. First walk off before the new year. Yes.
Wow.
That was for Mo. I got you, Mo.
Look, we hear him in spirit yelling, "Those damn non-foundational blacks."
Oh, I'm good. Okay. am good on that, dear sir.
Oh man.
Thank you, Zena.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
crying.
I don't like extra things going in my mouth unless I put them there, and I don't
I'm
think I'm
crying.
going to ask for that.
Speaking of extra things in the mouth, I
Whoa.
saw a challenge that I would like to challenge every last one on the panel, and Mo does not get a pass because he's not here. I challenge all of y'all to this cute drinking game that I saw. So they line up 10 shots next to 10 tea light candles,
Oh, I'm
and you
ready.
have to take a deep breath and blow it out. All the candles that did not blow out are the shots you have to take right
Oh, I
then
saw
and there.
that. I'm about to
Yes,
win.
I am ready to kick y'all asses because I am the No Filter Show's resident alcoholic.
You can be the alcoholic, but I know how to. I
I
know how to take deep breaths. I ain't about to be taking no damn shots.
I hope every woman knows how to blow. I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
You don't have to hold your breath and blow out air for that. So,
So
you
look,
know.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Amen.
I have strong lungs. If we're going until last man standing, oh, somebody's gonna be drunk as fuck.
Oh, I'm pretty sure somebody. We all might have a little sit back and sit back, but I'm not
Shit,
gonna
look.
be done.
He said to the
All
last
right.
man standing. So my question is, how many of our listeners is buying a ticket to the No Filter Show
Man,
sleepover?
what?
Because
No,
ain't
Like
man,
for
nobody
hold on.
real?
driving
Are you
after
trying
that
to
game.
say? Are you trying to say you're a good blower?
I'm
Did
trying to
she
say
just
I'm one
say
of the
that she
best.
knows that she ain't gonna be drunk?
I'm
That's
talking.
what she
Well,
said.
Rock said he got strong lungs. He said you're a good blower.
He's a good inhaler.
All right, well,
I was
all
getting ready
right,
to say,
y'all.
bro.
Well, get y'all tickets and
I done
tune in
smoked with
live.
the best in them.
All right. Well, anyways, y'all. According to Star, get y'all tickets and tune in live to the No Filter Blowout.
Oh, maybe we should do that for New
Facts.
Year's. Maybe we
Yep.
should do that for
And we're
New
going to do the
Year's.
good knees challenge while we at it.
Shit.
I
Oh
will, and
wait,
you know what? For
Shit.
wow,
that
Let me tell you
challenge, I
something
man.
will
about
make
that
sure
right here, right now, sir.
I will stop by. I will stop by the
Hmm.
local drugstore and get some
Amen, Zena.
Bengay for you for them knee pads.
Yes, some Bengay. You ain't ever lied
My
because I'm
knees good
entering
for
the
2 hours.
challenge.
After that, I'm sitting my ass down. Okay.
Oh no, see, I'm a cheat coded. I'm gonna sit down the entire time. The first time I get up for the night is when they call for the good knees challenge.
No, because when I met
I'm
you,
ready,
Star,
y'all. I'm
I thought
ready.
your knees was on point, Star. What we talking about here? When I first met you, I quote, and I think there's like hidden footage of this. When I met you, you said you used to bench 700 with them joints.
Ooh.
That's facts. That's facts. Key
So
phrase that you
Oh,
used
with
was
your
used
legs.
to.
I was about to say, because
Yeah.
I used to do
Because
five
so
something.
so this is my thing. I used to really, really like working out. But I want everybody to keep in mind I am a nearly 6 foot tall
No
woman.
bullsing.
If you live in the DMV, you know there's some 6 foot tall. I'm a woman now, but I wasn't born that ways. So for me, working
Malachi.
out and getting the muscle in my legs and having people say, "Oh, you got legs like Tina Turner," was I would listen. I was all over myself. If there was one thing I was conceited about, it was these damn legs. So yes, the most I have ever benched without struggling was 750 pounds with my legs. I just didn't want to do it with my arms because I didn't want to look crazy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I
Man,
have
she
a
gonna
question.
bust a melon in her
And
knee.
I know we had list subjects, you feel me, that we were going over and we gonna try our best to get it, but this conversation is sparking off some good shit. So look, let me ask y'all this, ladies, you feel me? Because you ladies aren't you ladies aren't short, you taller ladies. So and quick. Ladies, would you date a man that was super shorter? I'm talking about like 5'4", 5'2", and quick. Could you date a woman that was like 6'5", 6'7", dunking on you?
Well, I would like to just to give the lady some time to formulate their answer because I do not want y'all to come up with no BS answer. I can be gladly because y'all do, but I'll gladly answer this one. So I have absolutely no problem with that. You know, because like on a good day. Last time I was measured at the doctor, I was like 6 even. But anyways, I have no problem doing that because I have seen some very, very beautiful skyscrapers in my town.
Did
You know
you
what
say
I'm saying?
skyscrapers?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Lord.
I'm like, yo, shoot, give me a step ladder, we on and popping. Like real
You
talk,
climb that tree. Somebody has actually said that to
real
me.
talk.
That is just the
Man,
craziest.
I hear that so damn often. Listen, I
well,
listen.
that term is so overused. You got to get rid of
Listen, I'm tired of let me climb that tree. You a tall drink of water. How's the weather up there? Like that shit
it.
is so freaking played out.
Well, like I said, those are very, very, very old. Like, shoot. You gotta say something creative. Like, girl, I will gladly use up my frequent flyer miles to kiss you. Like, real talk.
You know,
See, now
I never
listen.
could.
I'm sorry. Go
You would
ahead,
say
Rob.
I never could tell a woman, you feel me? I'm gonna climb that tree because you know a tree has branches, so it's
You
just
was
like
the damn tree.
Listen, so I was very, very young. Like I want to be honest, maybe 22, and nobody had used this line on me before, and I thought it was the cutest shit. And the guy didn't get nowhere, but it was still the cutest shit. So at 22, I decided to get a deep south piercing, and while he was piercing me, he's a tattoo artist. He said, "I'm a tattoo Thanksgiving right here on the left and Christmas on the right, and I hope you'll let me visit you between the holidays." It was just
Hey,
the
that
funniest
was
shit because it was the
lit.
first time I'd heard it. It was so hilarious to me. I was like, "Oh, he's a mess."
No,
Didn't get
that's
him no
fire.
booty, but it was cute.
That was fire. I have not heard that one. That was very creative, yo. You should at least let him. You should at least let him take you out for a drink
Oh my god.
Shit, he was piercing my nether regions. We was
for
already drinking.
that. All right, so never mind. Never mind. That was the second.
Yeah,
That
you
was
done
the
so.
first
skipped
one wrong.
every
So
step.
so do you ladies like those like the come on lines, the little you know what I'm saying? Do you is it played out? Is it cheesy? Like because I never got the chance to actually talk to a woman, you know, and like us as men, young men growing up, we will always practice how we would come and approach a woman. You feel me? But like, do those player lines get y'all, or do y'all just laugh at us? Like, what's the deal with it?
I think if you know how to deliver them, we probably laugh, but it'll get our attention. You know what I'm saying? If don't come corny. And even some of the corny ones are funny. So I'm gonna answer the first question because I never got to answer the first question. For some reason, growing up, I only attracted shorter guys. I was always the tallest person until I got in high school. So, well, no, I'll say middle school, but mainly high school. So I've always attracted shorter guys. I used to like short. I had crushes on shorter guys, so I guess so. I
You're
guess
not
I
the only
would.
one, boo.
Yeah, I guess I would date a shorter man. It doesn't matter to me for real. Um, but that's all I used to attract for real. And then, oh, let me tell y'all. Hey, Million, I had a
Yo,
crush when I was 12 on this man named Devlin. He was,
Devlin.
yes, he was short, and I mean short. I was 12 and I was taller than his ass, okay? So he was
Damn.
short, and thank you. He was short. She said, I love when a man gives a real slick cat daddy. Oh, I love the cat daddy line. I think it's cute, but what? But it don't get them the number or the cheeks. It is cute.
Exactly.
But yeah, he was shorter than me and he was bald headed. And I had a crush on this man until maybe well after I was married.
Okay, see. So I hate when Rock start asking these types questions because then he forced me to tell all my business.
spill
That's
it.
okay. Go ahead and spill the
We're
Okay.
beans, girl. Spill the
listening.
beans.
So
It's old.
so first I'm gonna address the pickup lines. For me, it's funny to me and possibly attractive when they deliver the lines like they know that they're corny lines.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like they're literally trying to get a laugh out of you. They're not assuming the lines are gonna work. They just want to make you laugh. So
Yeah.
that is attractive to me. As far as short guys, my entire life, guys taller than me or my height, act so scared to approach me, and the shorter guys is just like
Have the
boom,
confidence.
they
Yeah.
run up. Okay, when I say run up, I have never. Well, I can't even say that because shorter women run up too. Like, oh my God, she's tall and I want
That's
it, and
true.
I'm going
That
for
is
it.
true.
To
I
hell
dealt
with
with that
everybody.
too.
They are way more confident with a taller woman. So I'm gonna tell you this quick story, and I'm gonna say allegedly only because I
Mm,
have to protect our brand, but I'm telling you a true
mm-hmm.
story, giving you insight into my life. So back in the day, DC used to have what's called the Unifest. Everybody remember the Unifest?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. So the year that Destiny's Child came here was also the same year that Silk came here.
Oh, okay.
I used to be such a huge fan of G, the lead singer, and
Uh-huh.
he is a short guy. Like
He
if
is
y'all
short
know,
and bald headed.
right,
Mm-hmm.
short and bald headed. He's a little bitty thing, but I absolutely was in love with his voice. I was 14 years old. This was the first time my parents told me that I can go to the Unifest by myself. My only stipulation was take my little brother with me. When Silk got off the stage and they came over to the little gate to shake hands, literally, y'all, G asked me, "You want to go with us?" I was floored,
What?
completely floored, but I was a child. I was a virgin child. I was still watching Power Rangers at this time. So I made sure to tell him directly, I'm 14. And again, allegedly, because I have to protect my entire team while I'm running my mouth. Did this man look me in the face and say, "What that got to do with anything? Are you
Nope.
coming or not?" When I say he broke my heart, y'all, children with crushes don't expect that to be reciprocated. The excitement of it is having a crush. So knowing that he was a grown man and that was his response ate me up, broke my little heart. But again, he's an example of a short man that was like, "I'm shooting my shot at all the tall chicks."
Zena.
See, my opinion, tall women are cool. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with
Oh,
it.
Zena. See, listen. I'm going to let you go for yours, Rock. But Zena, listen. Let me say it in front of everybody listening. You are a beautiful woman. Don't
She
play with
is.
me. Don't play with me. You're a
She is.
beautiful woman, okay?
Oh boy.
We better enjoy each other's beauty and stay in our neutral corners because you step in the boxing ring with me, I'm going to make you forget everybody. I'm just
Hmm.
saying. I digress.
Well, oh
And she
boy.
said what she said. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna let that marinate for a second. And so I think what I was saying was, hold on, let's get it together, right?
Tall women. Tall
Yeah, tall
women.
women. Tall women is cool. You feel me? My problem is, you feel me, is when they start to sun you. You feel me? When they start to rub you on the head, like that's my boy. Go ahead. See, that's when I would have a problem. Be like, look, I'm the man in this relationship. You're not about to sun me. You feel me? You're not about to post me up. Like you know how us men we go around the house, we be like, dunk it. You feel me? Like, how would you feel quick if your girl dunked on you in the house and you can't do nothing, bro? I'd be like,
Oh,
you know what?
man.
Excuse me, I
Well,
dunk on you. You
well,
taller than me. Just
well.
because I
She if
gotta
she
get on your
may.
nerves.
Nah,
Well,
but
if she do the dunking, I'm doing the ankle breaking. I'll cry. I'll be hot. I'm gonna be hot sauce in the
Nasty.
house. I'm gonna be hot
Uh-uh.
sauce in the house. Cross up, straight up.
Hey, y'all, do y'all remember the viral videos online of Michelle Obama randomly dunking on people?
Uh-uh.
What?
I did not see none of that.
Hey, y'all gotta Google it. They had what for? I think it was maybe the Lakers visit the White House while Obama was in the White House, and she
Uh-uh.
dunked on some damn body. She was just dunking on their asses randomly, like
Well, she's
somebody will
a.
run up that's tall and hold a hoop up behind one of the
I mean,
basketball
like,
Oh,
players.
that's so
she's
cool.
not no short woman either.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Michelle is my height, 5'11".
so
So is
yeah,
Megan the Stallion.
so yeah. But like I said, fellas, if your woman is taller than you and dunking on you, you got to utilize the strengths. If she go high, you got to go low and do the juke on her, cross her up, and break them ankles up. You know, she ain't gonna know what's coming. She can dunk, but she ain't got no handles.
That's hilarious.
So yeah,
So what it, because I know some men cannot deal with or date women that are taller than them. What is the outside of the pat on the head or whatever? What is that? Is that like ego or what is that?
that would just be another form of insecurity. You know,
I
it's
mean, me
like
personally,
because like
me
me, I
personally,
don't. Me,
like,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No. I
As
was
far
just
as with the
saying that.
pat,
Dang.
oh
All
my
right,
shit,
one of
bro.
us talk. Go ahead. You first, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad. So for me personally, with the pat on the head, I don't like that from anybody. You feel me? So from a
Facts.
woman would be a problem. You feel me? Like, hold on, Shawty, I know you taller than me, I know you bigger than me, but I'm not your bitch. You feel me? Like, go ahead and do that shit. Good boy. Nah, fuck no, hell no. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I have nothing wrong with tall women. I mean, it just means it's further. I can stretch your legs over your head. You feel me? I'm a big guy, so it wouldn't even matter.
Okay.
Well, now I do have a question for the panel before we move on from this, though, because I feel the shift coming. I want to ask y'all a serious question. Forget what you know specifically about me and just think about the question. I want an honest answer from everyone, especially the men. Do you think going camping is a good first date?
Yeah.
No, it depends. I don't know. Now it depends on what kind of because the camping we used to is different from the camping now. Camping now is in like a controlled environment, like at like a little place where people park campers. No, real camping is where you literally go to a woods and start hiking until you get to and bushwhacking until you get to like a remote area and then you set up shop. That's real
Well,
camping.
Oh
we're
wait,
definitely
you said
talking real
first
camping.
date? You said
Yes,
first
first
date?
date.
No, no,
No, that's not good
no.
because you don't know this person.
Yeah, you
You
don't
meeting
know
them
the
for the
person. Yeah,
first time
no.
and you're going into uncharted territory where nobody knows where you at. Unless you strapped, I wouldn't do that on the
Yeah,
first
no,
date.
not by yourself. Not the
Rock.
first date.
Excuse me.
If you're doing real camping, anyhow.
Good week, good week. Nah, I would say nah. For a couple reasons. One, um, you don't know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? On
Facts.
both sides, a crazy person, or you feel me, as a man, if that's what I like to do, and I get out there and this woman is annoyed and scared by bugs and just doesn't enjoy being outside, that wouldn't be a good experience for me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But on the safety side, it's like, I don't
Not
know
good.
this. I don't know this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I could be asleep. You know what I'm saying? And you can fucking chop my shit off and some more shit in the woods. I might remind you of an ex. You feel me? You want to get revenge on all tall, big, bald headed, light skinned dudes with a beard. And I'm just next on the list.
Yeah. No, that's 100. When you go on the
Hey,
first date, you want to be somewhere where you can be found, not somewhere where you can't be found.
see, I'm a different
Somewhere
type
where
of
you
man.
somewhere
My,
where you can be seen in
I,
public
I
while you're
believe,
getting to know this person.
I
You
believe
don't want to
first.
go. You don't want to go where they got to search for you if something go left.
I believe first date should be simple. You feel me? It shouldn't be nothing complex. You feel me? It should be actually really simple to the point where we're forced to interact. You feel me? And
Yes, I agree.
engage with
Facts.
each other. You dig what I'm saying? Because that first date that actually tell you if you really real life want to see that person again. You know what I'm saying?
But the real question is how much are you willing to spend on that first date? That is the real question.
He
Like,
spent the block for no reason.
Hey, nobody look. Wheezy North Star answered that question
That's
Basically.
what we still are trying to figure out a year and a half
a year
later.
and a half
How
later.
much are you willing to spend on that first date?
Well, to answer your question directly, as if you asked me, I've never been camping in my entire life, so I have no idea. I just wanted to know my extended family's opinion on that idea.
all right, so let me ask you this: Are
First
you
date,
scared of
no.
bugs?
What you say?
Are you scared of bugs?
Hmm, not majorly. Like, I've never been camping before, but I'm open to the idea.
Are you scared of wildlife?
Kinda, but that's what's gonna be fun to me. You know, like not a lot scares me. So hearing deer come in and owls hooting and shit, and I'm jumping around scared is actually be funny to me.
Okay. Do you Could you
It
manage
might be
sleeping
funny to
outside
you.
in crazy weather? Because shit may change.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, as long as I know what all I need and I can go get it beforehand, like the proper code and, maybe battery operated warming blankets, whatever. As long as I know what I need to get and I can get it, I don't have a complaint. It's something completely new to me.
Well, shit, camping this for you then. Thank you for taking Rock's
Well,
camping questionnaire.
I was gonna, but no, for real. I would like everybody, if everybody wants to know how to test your survival skills, go on a real camping trip out in the real woods, not in a controlled camping area. Go out in the woods and camp with you and the natural necessities, the bare necessities as they call it, and survive. And then
Bro,
come home later.
have you seen Blair Witch Project? No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, look, bro, granted, that's why you got to do it some way. Granted, and low key, that actually happened up this way based on the story. But anyhow, you got to know your environment. Wrong turn happened up this way too. But anyways, that's aside from the point.
Damn.
You got to know your environment. That's number one. Know where you camping at. You don't just pick stuff that's too unfamiliar. Now, I'm used to the backwoods out this way. This is home. I can go out there. I'm like, hey, I saw this deer when it was just a baby. I recognize you.
And
I
then
might
you
have
hit
ran,
it with
I might have ran over your cousin
Right.
last month and your auntie, but that's different. They shouldn't have been in the road. But no hard feelings, I hope. But anyways,
Nigga, he has no feelings, bro. He
You can't feel a thing.
well, I know his cousin from last month didn't feel nothing either afterward. But anyways, my whole point is know where you're camping. There's a protocol to camping. Do your research and fully prepare yourself for such events. Just get the proper tent, the proper everything. There's survival tactics that you gotta learn if you want to do some real camping.
Since we in the holiday season, does anybody remember that damn cartoon Grandma got ran over by a reindeer?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Hey, listen.
That came on TV, but like I had a choice to either watch that or watch Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights, and I chose Adam Sandler.
Oh, I love 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, Heat Miser. I used to watch Heat Miser and what was his name, Mr. Freeze or something like that, all the time.
You said Heat Mice.
Yeah, the Heat Miser. Remember, I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
Oh yeah. Look, now
Yeah.
you see it, yeah.
That was the shit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I haven't
And
heard
it's
that in a
Christmas
long
time again, Charlie
time.
Brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody's seen the Charlie Brown special.
Oh, what was that movie? Rock. You answer me because I know you freaking know. I used to love this movie. I think it was called A Christmas Story. I don't know. But with Ralphie, you'll put your eye out.
Oh, that's
It
Christmas
was
Story.
Christmas Story.
Yes. I used to love watching that. He would get on that damn slide and Santa
my
petty
God.
ass stuck his boot in his face and just kicked him down it. I was like,
Yeah,
damn
no,
shame.
I will say, it may be a generational thing, but when my older brother and them is screaming out Christmas Story as their number one go-to for a Christmas movie, I'm steady screaming out Home Alone. I'm sorry.
I knew
Oh
you was
my
gonna say
goodness.
that.
Home
That's my
Alone.
shit.
You
Yeah,
are
them,
from
that's
that
them
era.
90 babies.
That's
them
me.
90s
Nah,
That's
babies.
me.
listen.
And I will ride that train till the wheels fall off.
Christmas Story made us try the wild shit. Okay? Remember, was that Ralphie or one of his friends that got they tongue stuck to the fucking
And
pole
you did it,
because it was
didn't you?
frozen? You damn right
Yeah,
I
Earl,
did.
I did.
And my
I
tongue
did
That's
got
it
a
what your
too.
little
ass get.
stuck.
That's exactly what you
Hey,
get.
I
listen,
did
nah,
it
I didn't
too.
feel pain like he felt. But yes,
I didn't
I
stick my
tried it
tip.
because of
I
that.
didn't do the tip. I did the middle because I was like, if I do the tip, it
Man,
might
that's
not
even
come off.
worse.
So I did. I have.
Nah, I will
I'm
say
glad
this.
you was stuck
I'm,
because you shouldn't
I'm,
have did it.
I'm stuck in between both generations. I do like Christmas Story. That's my classic. I have to watch it. I actually went out and got the actual lamp with the leg. You feel me? I had that joint at one point. You know what I'm saying? But Home Alone was my shit because I was a mischievous kid. So it gave me an idea how to defend my house.
It was like a teenage version of Dennis the Menace, right?
Yeah, because I love Dennis the Menace too.
Yo,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. The whole time. Me and my brother actually way back. Me and my brother, I was 17 at
Let me rub your head for good luck.
We actually shut up. We actually played a prank on my parents in true Home Alone fashion. So I kind of was in on it. It was my brother's idea, but we kind of read each other. So he was just looking through his room, and he found a string of firecrackers. And when he pulled it out, we just looked at each other, and I'm like, so I went in my room. I'm just sitting at my computer. So I'm at my computer, and I'm looking out the door, and right across the door, right at the other end of the door, I could see the opening to my parents' room. Outside of my parents' room is the deck. My brother went out there, grabbed the pot. Now, granted, I got to tell you the story. This is how it all ties in. Now, there used to be a dope house down the street, right? And the night before, at midnight, there was this dude knocking on the door asking for money. My dad, had to do what he do. But, all he did was scare him. As soon as he's, he just had to, he scared, all he did was open the door, and the dude just ran off after that. So anyways, long story short, my brother faked like the dude spun the block and came back. So he tied a paper towel to the end of the string to make it longer. He placed the pot right underneath my parents' window. Lit it. Ran in the house and said something to the effect, yo, that guy from last night came back. And then all you heard was pop, pop, and then I can't see nothing. All I see is the opening of the door. But I can hear nothing but stuff moving around. I hear the dresser and stuff falling over. I just hear stuff moving. And then all I see is my mom. All I see is my mom doing an army crawl like this out the door, looking at me, and I'm trying to hold my laughing. I'm just at my computer all silent. She's like, "Get on the ground, they shooting." I'm like, I'm not moving. She's like, "If you don't get your big ass on the ground, they are shooting. Get on the ground." And then I couldn't hold my laugh no more. I just burst out laughing. And then my brother came down the hallway laughing. I get up, I look, my mom's still on the ground, my dad on the floor, like this. So what had happened was my mom was in the bed and my dad was sitting in the chair by the window. And as soon as the firecrackers went off, you would think he would have covered up my mom. No, my dad jumped over the bed and cleared my mom completely and jumped on the floor and left her there. And then my mom was like, "Oh, hell no." And then she jumped off the bed on top of him. So it was like, my dad was like, "Every man for himself, my bad."
Oh my God. Hey, yo.
That was the funniest thing. Now, they still haven't gotten us back for that. They still haven't gotten us.
That is hilarious.
Now, my fear is they've just been plotting for a whole decade to get us back, but they haven't gotten us back.
Listen.
They do. They will make it count.
Now, what?
Does anybody have a wild holiday movie that's their favorite?
A wild holiday movie, what?
Yeah.
Four Christmases.
Tell us about that movie.
All right, so Four Christmases is about a couple that ducks their family for Christmas every year. They always go on vacation, but this year their plans get foiled because of fog. So they're forced to go to their family's house, and they go to celebrate Christmas 4 different times. And I'm telling you,
that movie is
I gotta pull a scene up.
It's Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Hey, listen.
They are crazy.
I gotta see that. For me, my favorite wild holiday movie, because it's not even a holiday movie. It just happens to be set at the holidays. Is Long Kiss Goodnight, the Charlie Baltimore story. Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson. When I say I absolutely love that damn movie, Gina Davis is bad as hell. Her
They
and
The
made a
Thelma and
longest good
movie
Louise
about
night.
ain't got
Charlie
nothing
Baltimore.
on it. Huh?
They made a movie about Charlie Baltimore.
Yes, it's
I didn't
called
know
A
that.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh well, I'm
Love
listening.
it.
All right,
How'd I
so
know you was gonna pull it up from right there?
What's
this
that one?
is in.
Let me see.
Okay, gentlemen, can we just take it down a notch, please? I'm not a kid. You can't talk to me like that anymore. We're adults. Do you understand? I'm a grown man with hair on my chest, right? There's going to be certain boundaries that are going to exist between us. Now, might be in so that you gentlemen won't be able to see them, but you're certainly going to be able to respect the fact that they're there. These boundaries are not to be crossed. If they are crossed, there's going to be real consequences to that. Welcome to the Octagon, son! Don't! Stop it, please!
Oh hell no! Damn!
No, no, you boys get hurt, I lose custody again.
I ain't gonna front. That submission is impressive.
Uh-huh.
I ain't
Ooh.
imagine.
Google me, bitch!
What?
Google me! You might look me up sometime, Barbara!
Google me.
What the hell?
Now let's open.
Oh
I
my
think I'm gonna have to
god!
watch
What the
that now.
hell? Oh
I think
nah!
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Yeah,
What's that one
that is my
again?
shit.
Google me, bitch.
That was wild as
Four
hell. Oh my
Christmases.
god!
Boy, Chris.
Yeah, 4 Christmases.
Definitely want to see
Hey,
that
look.
now.
I ain't gonna
Weird
front a
fact
sleeper.
about that movie.
What's up?
Weird fact about that movie: the two people, the leading Vince Vaughn and the actual co-star, they actually can't stand each other in real life, but you can't tell it on film.
It's
Wow.
Oh, him and Reese Witherspoon.
That's talent.
I think that's her name.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon.
It's called being
Yeah, but-
professional for that check.
I was
Man,
gonna say
what?
Reese Witherspoon has never hid the fact that she can't stand him. So I'm not shocked to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you want to know what's kind of like a sleeper holiday movie, you know, because it falls. The only reason is because they just put it in the category as a sequel to the other movies. But Friday After Next is a good.
Oh,
hell
goodness.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but
Yeah, that's true.
if we're comparing it to the other Fridays, that's a different story. But for the sake of the holidays, it's a good
Yeah.
one. It's a good one to watch.
So, all right, what
Hey,
was
Rock.
the best Friday then? My
The
bad.
first one, I would say the first
Yeah.
one was the best overall movie, but that second one
The
had
second
me
one was
cracking up.
funny.
That second one was like the most funny, you know. But the first one
Okay,
was
so
the
which
best
one was
one
the
because
second? I think
with
I'm
the one with
confused
Day
2
Day.
and 3.
Rancho
the one the
Cucamonga.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah, when
Absolutely,
they
the
when they
second
went
one
out
Randy
was
there.
Joker.
is the funniest.
Yeah, I will say the second one is the funniest. The first one is always going to be the best one because not only was it funny, it was the most realistic.
I agree.
Because going as the second and third one came along, it's almost like they were searching for the punchline. They just threw like more slapstick, unrealistic stuff in there to happen. But the first one was like some realistic stuff that really could happen in a
I
neighborhood.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but now knowing after Chris was that no Tucker after Chris Tucker admitted that he didn't do part 2 because it conflicted with what he wanted to put out spiritually. I can honestly say them adding Mouse, the white character, in
That's
part
Roach.
2 and Baby D, yeah, they really carried it further. Like for me, they were the funniest on it because we had already
Yeah.
seen Pinky a little bit. You feel where I'm
Mhm.
coming from? And it was cute, the little scene where he, oh my God, shut up, all this whole other stuff, whatever. But Mouse, he just was so confused about every damn thing. And like he couldn't understand why baby Joker and his brothers was so like for me
Oh
that
yeah, he
made the
was so
movie for me.
confused. Yeah,
Right. Like he
and rest in
played
peace. Cause didn't I think he died? Didn't he?
I
Suicide.
don't
Yeah,
know.
suicide. Yeah.
But he played up the quote unquote white confusion
Roach.
that a lot of white people exhibit. Like I just don't understand. He played that up really, really
He
well. He
did.
was
That was
very funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was fearless though. He stood up to Joker and them. They got them in trouble though.
But
But
that's the
still.
point. The that's the point. When you let me say it properly. Let me say it PC. Most white people are perceived to be confused about the real world. Their entitlement doesn't allow them to see what's really in front of them. So as an
Right.
actor, he played that role really, really well. Like you literally step to some gangsters that'll blow your head off and talk shit because you just don't understand that they're gangsters that will randomly blow your head off. He, as an
Yeah, he was
actor,
just like, why are they so
right?
mean?
He was
You know?
very talented in playing that role. That's what I was trying to convey.
Well, I will say my favorite part. Well, one of my favorite parts, because like I said, there's certain scenes or certain characters in movies that aren't significant, but they still the show. And next Friday, Michael Blackson did that for me. When the
Oh,
first
in
time we see
the
Michael,
video. I mean, the
Yeah.
music
I can't
I
get
store.
can't
jiggy
get
with
bro,
jiggy
what
with
is
this
this? I
shit.
cannot get jiggy with this. I
I
You
can't
look
cannot
like
get
get
the
jiggy with
jiggy
this
with
shit.
this.
he said you look like
No,
the player
no,
hated that soap
motherfucker, you
and shit.
take it back.
I'm like, he stole it. Like that was the when I watched that movie as a kid, that was the scene that I tried to imitate the most, like whole time. Like,
Hey, but to piggyback off of what Star said, I think if I'm not mistaken, in an interview, not too recent, but it was revealed that Chris Tucker didn't come back also because of the money. He went off and got that big paycheck off of Rush Hour. You feel me? He was eating off of them movies to the point where if that bag wasn't right, he wasn't coming back for that shit. But whole time, that Ice Cube was actually trying to do another one, but them peoples won't let him do it because they own the name Friday. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
they probably gonna put it to bed now because like all the key players is going and are just not with us no more.
Yeah.
The only way it could work is if Chris Tucker decided to come back and they made a story around it. People will go see it just for the fact that Smokey's back.
Now,
Yeah.
they said that I think I forgot who said it that he'll come back and do it if DC the nigga Young DC Flies, that's his name. If that
DC
nigga
Young
DC Young
Fly.
Fly.
yeah, that guy. He'll play his son. You know what I'm saying? So they was campaigning for that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And Chris Tucker, for the record, actually agreed to that because he felt that his character, being a slacker, always being high and selling drugs, was a negative image to portray to the black community. So shout out to him for sticking to his morals and his guns and saying the money is okay, but this is not what I want to show young black kids. And Kevin Dupree, I saw that comment. He said, "What about Trading Places?" Listen, I
Yeah, I was
absolutely
waiting to say
love
something about
the
that. I
movie
like
Trading
Trading
Places.
Places.
Anybody that knows anything about classic movies knows that Trading Places paved the way for Coming to America.
Yep,
That's
sure did.
basically Trading Places 2, which means Coming to America Again would be part 3. So
Yeah.
absolutely love that as a holiday movie. Funny as hell. I loved the entire plot. Eddie Murphy's character,
Yeah, I
how he got
love.
out on the white boys. I remember it and I absolutely loved it. The only other one that I would say that was a holiday movie that I loved growing up was the original Ghostbusters. That took place at Christmas
Oh
time.
man, yes, I love the Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters and
Are y'all
Slimer
ready? If it's something strange in your
in your
neighborhood,
neighborhood. Who you
who
gonna
you gonna
call?
call? Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Well, if it was
And then
Karen, she's calling the police. I'm sorry.
I ain't
I ain't
scared of you,
afraid of no
folks.
ghosts.
she's gonna be the first one snatched up by one.
Listen,
I have the
listen. I was such a boy. I loved the Ninja Turtles too. I swore I was
Oh,
Raphael because
me
he was the
too.
leader.
Me too. I was
I was
Donatello.
I was Mikey. Mikey was the cool one.
Mikey
He
was the
fun
cool one.
And
He
plus, I
was.
love him. The nunchucks was my favorite weapon too. So
Yeah,
Right.
I like
No,
that too.
no, because I know he watched this. I swear I believe he watched it. I gotta call him out. Rock.
Yes.
Did you watch Carmen Sandiego?
Where
Fuck
in
you,
the
star.
world
Yes, I
is
did.
It's
Carmen
Carmen
Sandiego?
Sandiego.
That was my show, yeah.
I loved it.
You
The
want to know
chief,
something? I can never
Hmm?
find that bitch. No
For
matter how
real?
much, I can
I
never
did
find her.
good. I used to
found her
find her.
once. I found her once in the game.
Yes, I did good. I used to find her. And the fact that the chief was a black woman, you couldn't
Man.
tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So how about this? Y'all remember Ghost Rider?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I love Ghost
That was
Rider.
my show.
Of
Yes.
Listen,
course.
we gonna call this episode nostalgia.
AKA we getting old.
Excuse you, we're getting better. Okay.
uh,
And the fact that we can remember this is a good time.
amen.
I still watch all the episodes on YouTube. They all look.
Do you really? Ghost
Oh,
Rider.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
man.
Ghost
quick.
Rider is all on YouTube.
So quick. You
up?
are the youngest one on the panel. So this question I want to ask everybody, but specifically you. I want you to name or sing a old school song that your parents used to listen to all the time that used to get on your nerves then, but you catch yourself singing now.
Used to get on my nerves then. That I catch myself singing now.
Oh, and before you answer, you cannot say Lenny Williams, I love you, because
Oh,
everybody
No,
says
because
that.
I have my parents have a diverse ear. Because, all right, well, I love this song now because, like I said, I grew up on it. But there was back in the day when I was a kid, there was other stuff I wanted to listen to. But I love it now. Now my dad. Now, granted, from my knowledge, Star, we are not of the Rastafarian descent, but it's.
Okay.
I feel like we're there. It's in my blood somewhere. It's like my whole dad's side of the family is
Okay.
completely into the Rastafarianism, and my dad always played that. What do you do to stop a man from crying?
Oh,
I wanna
yeah.
know, yes, I wanna know now. That's him.
Okay.
It's like, and that's like his favorite singer, and he became one of my favorite vocalists. So he played that whole album to death when I was a kid.
I know that's right.
And I play it now. It's in my rotation.
What about you, Weezy? Uh-oh, Weezy.
She froze. Somebody
She
get that straight.
froze. Well, what you got, Rob?
It's crazy. I'm sitting here thinking like, my mom really didn't listen to too much music. She was all on her gospel. So I was stuck with my father listening to whatever he listened to. And that nigga was like the oldies king. Like he always had a rotation of something that was gonna make you dance, or something that's gonna make you think about making love to your women, or something that's gonna make you hate your ex. You feel me? So like I actually love that nigga selection. I will say that he drove Bob Marley into the ground, and I'm like a Bob Marley head. You feel me? Like I play songs that this nigga don't even know. He'd be like, "Wow, like what are you doing listening to that?" You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
For me, I think the artist name is Patrice Rushen. She used to sing Forget Me Nots.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I was such a huge Will Smith fan that when he made Men in Black to that song, you couldn't tell me jack. I would get up and be doing the little moves, just dance with me, just hey, listen with the little alien. But it all stemmed from my mother always playing Patrice Rushen.
Oh, yeah.
Forget Me Not.
Good, forget me not.
Yes, when Will
Mhm.
Smith remade it, you couldn't tell me
Yeah.
jack. I was listen. I'm corny, and I like corny. Okay, I'm not ashamed to say that I'm corny or that I was a nerd in high school. Will Smith and Nick Cannon was two of my favorite artists. The fact that they did not curse and they just was making dance music, I absolutely loved and adored. Okay, and I love all kinds of music, just like Quick. I'm Jamaican, so I like Caribbean, dance hall, the reggae, the works. But don't be confused. Those two corny rappers, I absolutely love them to death.
I still don't
Yeah, I love
classify.
Wilson.
Yeah, I, I maybe it's just the hip hop head in me, but I still don't classify. He's maybe overly clean, but Will Smith really can rap. I don't know if I would. I personally would give him the corny category because there's a whole lot of other people who fit in there that I don't think he fits
Yeah.
in the category. But
Well,
that's
they
just
only
me.
called him corny because he didn't curse. You feel where I'm
But,
coming
Right,
from?
but,
right.
but the thing is, Rakim didn't curse.
Right. And a
Right.
lot of
So,
people forget that. And for
so
a long while, what's his name? Big Daddy Kane didn't
Yeah.
either.
right. So
Yeah,
Or
but they were
LL Cool
rougher
J.
though. They were
Right.
rougher, and they
But
had
they
more
didn't
of a
curse
their
for a
image. I
while
know,
early
but their
on.
image was more
Yeah.
out there. Will
Street.
was more
More
clean.
street.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Will was
but
clean
like
cut.
so yeah. So like I said, they can just say that they prefer the street rap. But if you just say it's because he
Yeah.
don't cuss, then I can name you a whole lot of rappers who don't cuss. And for real,
Yeah.
I respect that more because it takes a lot more of a lyrical ability to express yourself without the profanity.
I mean, I agree with you
Yeah.
150% on that. But I want you to keep in mind while we're discussing Will Smith and then eventually Nick Cannon, these are two artists who not only did not use profanity in their music, but other rap artists have actually come out in interviews and called them corny and stated one of the reasons is because they don't use profanity. That's the difference between you saying I know a lot of rappers that didn't curse. That's fine, but those two specifically got called out as corny because they didn't
That's
curse.
because of their clean
I'm
image.
gonna tell you. I'll say this. I'll say. This is my opinion on that. Now, firstly, excuse me. Now, Nick Cannon, I've heard him curse in raps before. That's one. Now, two, a lot of people kind of place him in that category not because he doesn't use profanity, is because they question his ability to rap. That's one thing. Now, as far as cursing, a lot of my recent verses, I don't curse. Like for instance, if y'all look at any of the collaboration, matter of fact, look at the songs I did with Bone. I didn't curse one time in either of them verses. You know what I'm saying? I now granted, I'll say I do curse. It depends on what mind state I'm in. I have to be mad or venting or something like that. But I don't even try. I don't write a verse saying I'm not gonna curse. However it comes out, and it impresses me because I'm just that much of a lyrical. I'm not even bragging, but it is what it is. I'm that gifted lyrically that I can do that. Period. And if you think that's corny, step in front of me and battle me, and you'll die a slow death, just like that.
So hold
I
on.
know that's the fuck right.
So
Hey.
you will die a slow death, and I don't have to curse once and kill you.
So look, let me shift gears real quick because the breaking news just came through us in the chat, and it just actually covers a topic that we were going to talk about. So, according to WSB TV, several Mexican authorities have issued an warrant for the death of Shanquella Robinson. The Diario El Independiente and NBCS I can't pronounce these fucking Spanish words. The Mexican prosecutor says that they issued an arrest warrant for Robinson's friend, who was identified as the direct aggressor in the events that occurred on the 29th. So pretty much they're looking for the young lady that was actually beating on her. So to those who don't know the situation, this young lady was vacationing with a group of friends. It was shown that she got beaten by one of her friends and she wasn't even fighting back, and they left her there for dead. Returned to the USA home. It was reported that when the medics got to her, that she actually was still alive, but later died of her traumas. They said she had, I forgot what it was called, but instability of the two top vertebrae in her neck, and she ultimately died from the injuries to
And
her
they
spine.
said that her spine was cracked too.
Exactly. So this goes back to that main um phrase that Mo3 and Lil Boosie had that song that everybody ain't your friend.
And then, yes, because I was
So
gonna
it
say, can we please stop calling them that girl's friends? They was associates because they did her dirty. Go ahead,
yeah.
Rock. I don't mean to interrupt.
As I dug into this case, you feel me, kind of started looking around. You see, it was one video where she was walking in and she was trying to find them, and they was all huddled up in the room. And you could tell when she walked in the room, you feel me, like that the mood was off. You feel me, like it was
Yep, saw
real
that.
awkward. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because these is people that she called friends. So like, let's talk about that. How do you move in situations like that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot to talk about the situation. So let's start
Do
right
we
there.
have our hand clap sound bite? No.
Nah,
Okay. First of all, I want to give that to Mexican authorities because at first they weren't even trying to proceed with this.
Right.
It seems as though now that America have given them permission to come over here and extradite. Now they're actually trying to do something. So shout out to America for getting it right this time. Shout out to the Mexican authorities for pursuing this because too many of our black women and men are going to foreign countries and just disappearing and nothing is being said about it. I digress.
Now, I'm sorry. What was your question again, Rock?
I don't know. I'm upset about the situation. Just
He
yeah.
asked, what did we think about it? I got your back, Rock.
Okay. Oh, and he said something about the friendship. How do you move?
Right.
Okay, so that's kind of hard to, well, it's not hard to tell. Right. But when you, like in her case, she really thought they were her friend, and you kind of ignore warning signs and flags when you really believe in the best in people, or you give people the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, this poor baby thought she was going somewhere fun and safe. She thought she was safe. And that was not the case. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you walk in a room and they're huddled up and the thing get weird, I'm walking out the room. Or I'm like, what's your problem? And I'm not going to just stand there and let you beat my. Now, she might not have been a fight. I'm not saying her. I'm saying me. Okay. I'm not going to let you just fight me. If I'm getting jumped, that's different. But you only got one time to hit me, and I don't hit you back. Okay. You hit me first. The reason why I say hit me first, because now it's self-defense. Now I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay. But we have to start listening to those parts of us, our spirit, that warn you about people. We have to start looking at people for who they are, and when they show you, believe it. It's unfortunate, like said, so many of our people, our children, or not even necessarily just us, so many people are being killed, set up, just taken away from here because of their quote unquote friends, when they're really just enemies. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. I mean, it's just disgusting. And I'm glad that Mexico is finally doing what they need to do to get this child. They need to get all their asses, for real.
I don't even know what to say after that because I just agree with you 150%. Like, go after them with a vengeance. You know, we saw one situation that happened with that girl, but the reality is we don't know what happened. What would make a woman that's involved in a one on one fight, even if she didn't want to fight, what would make her decide, I'm not going to fight back? You feel where I'm coming from? What was her fear? Did she fear the other girl jumping in? Did she fear the guys jumping in? Like there was something that we just don't
Right. Like
know
what
that right that was going on there. Like I mean, only thing that I can really tell anybody is protect yourself. When you get that tinge in your heart or you get that pull in your stomach, that is called intuition. That is your first line of defense. That is your alarm system, your internal alarm system going off, telling you that something is not right. Listen to that. Listen to yourself. We are in a time now where separating yourselves from race, separating yourself because of religion, separating yourself because of beliefs won't get you nowhere but hurt. It is literally time to elevate. It is literally time to rise up. It is literally time, you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't care if you believe in manifestation. I don't care if you believe in prayer. Whatever it is that you believe in, it's definitely time to level up. Aside from our black people being an endangered species, period, so is our black women. There are people who want our organs. I'm not going to go deep or nothing like that, and be politically incorrect, but you have to be mindful of what you have. I want everybody, I've said this on a previous show, and I'm going to say it again because it's still relevant today, more than a year later. Google how much melanin is worth compared to gold. The thing that makes you brown is worth more than gold. And if you didn't know, this country was built on gold. Before they switched to the dollar bill, which is called a promissory note, every dollar was backed by gold or silver. So gold is still a big commodity, whether you know it or not. Get on Google tonight and Google how much is melanin, how much more is melanin worth than gold? And look at that and take it seriously.
So like I said, my brother GMO is just channeling in because I had to Google it as we said it, and right now it's um, valued at 450 and 550 per gram.
Per gram. That's the point that I wanted you to get to. Because if anybody that is a true blue day one listener, last year when I asked you this question, it was 300 and I think $63 per gram. So our melanin is still going up in worth. You have some old, excuse me, but it's fact, it's Googleable. You have some old Caucasian billionaires that will tell you that they are actively looking for black people that will sell their organs to them because they want to live longer. They are actively seeking black women who will have an abortion for large amounts of money so that they can get the cells of that aborted fetus. People, it's not a joke. I'm not going to get on to
And it's not
conspiracy,
quiet.
nothing.
Whoa,
Absolutely.
They're
wait a
very
minute.
bold, very bold
So
about
I
it.
just looked up the price of gold per gram, and gold is actually $56.76 per.
Think about that. Rock, do me a favor because you just said both. I want you to repeat how much gold is per gram and then how much melanin is per gram.
$56 for the gold. Might as well say 57 and some change. And what I say between 350 and 550
No,
for
it
melon.
was
You
four.
said four something, 400
something.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, four. That's crazy.
Think
That's
about
wild.
that, people, and take it serious. Your life is on the line.
Well, damn,
Deciding
Star,
that you're,
hold on.
I'm
You just
sorry,
you just made me feel worthless, a little less valuable. I'm light skinned. I ain't got that much pigment.
but you're a black man. You're
God
not. You're not
damn.
less valuable.
Bro,
Okay,
you're in the
okay, so
great
let me
value
say
line.
this. So let me
I'm the
say
great
We
this.
in
value.
great value.
Y'all are so silly. Listen.
Oh shit.
I'd rather
Yes,
be the a Whole Foods brand. Thank you.
Yeah.
yes, melanin is the thing that makes you brown. But do not be confused. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not sure, Google literally what is melanin. You will find out that it's not just skin deep. It is how we heal. It is why we heal faster than most Caucasian people. It is also what makes some of us Indian. Melanin is more than just skin deep, guys. And the point is simply we have regenerative, especially if we're eating right and taking care of our bodies, we have regenerative properties that make us a hot commodity. You put that with how many black people go missing per year, and you have answers to your questions. Be careful when you are just deciding that you're going to go out of the country and all of these people are cool and we just going to do our thing, because you may be on the menu. You may be what is getting sold and you may not know it. I digress.
That's why Wolverine was black.
And they don't want to own that,
Say
right?
that. Say that. That was just a
Yeah.
little tidbit for y'all. If y'all didn't know.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm very passionate about my black people. I love us. Even the ones who got beef with me for no reason, even the ones that can't stand me for no reason. I love y'all too.
I just don't
You
like.
know,
I
what
just
did
don't like.
Issa say?
I
Issa
just.
Rae, what did she say? I'm voting for everybody black.
Okay.
Relentless, what it do?
Well, I just got beef with you because you owe me $10.
You
I
know
do.
what?
Nah, you don't.
Oh.
But if
Hey,
you,
listen, y'all see how he got me? I do not like owing people. If it's one thing
I
that I
should have
can't
played.
stand
I
is a
should have played
person.
along.
Look, and you would have got that damn $10 too. Okay, I can't stand people that will give you a sob story knowing that they just wanted a drink or something and
All
play
right.
with you and don't give you your money back.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, yeah, you owe me $10 from that time. Remember?
Look, and he'd have got it too. I'd have been like, hold up.
Yeah, thought about like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on, real quick. Let me go back. If the father, if the family wasn't on their ass like they were, they probably wouldn't have got this far. Also, why is it
Yes.
that the initial diagnosis of her death was alcohol poisoning?
And I
That's
have an
because
answer to that.
that's what
Oh, go
the
ahead, Rob.
so just for Relentless that tuned in, we're talking about the young lady Shanquella Robinson that was killed by her friends while vacationing in Mexico.
Her
To
associates. They
their
weren't friends.
associates, her
People.
her travel mates. Um, but nah, from what I understand, that's what what the people that traveled with her was telling her family that it was
That's also what they told the doctor that came in. I don't remember her first name, but her last name was Gonzalez. Instead of her doing an actual investigation or checkup or however whatever you say, she took their word. And she said she tried to start an IV, but she couldn't start an IV. So then she did compressions, but she had already wrote her report before Shanquella passed away. And she literally wrote her report as they told her. She said that she recommended that Shanquella be rushed to the emergency room. The girl that was fighting her, Dejanay Jackson, told her, no, don't do that. And she listened to her.
That don't make sense.
They said that $10,000 is missing
That's
out of Shanquella's
malpractice.
account. They initially thought that money was missing because all of the so-called friends stole her credit card and booked their flights to go home, only to later find out that their flights was pre-booked. So right now it's looking like they stole $10,000 from the deceased girl to pay off the doctor to say
Wow.
what she wanted them to say. She's also under investigation from the Mexican
Malpractice,
government.
bribery.
you know what's going to be
Exactly.
the silver lining in this unfortunate situation
What
is
you
that
thinking?
is that when justice gets served, they're gonna have to serve their time in Mexico.
Mm,
Yeah, and I heard
mm.
Mexican prisons ain't nothing to play with.
Man, look, let me tell you something. I went for those who don't know, I went to Texas for HVAC school. I was 5 miles from the border. They told us at the school, whatever you do, don't cross that border and don't get locked up down here because the feds will take you and dump you across the border.
What?
They told me as a black man,
Wow.
it was like, if you go to jail, you're gonna die. Straight up and down. So when they go to jail and they serve their time, they're gonna suffer. It's gonna be hell.
And
They
that's if they
deserve
get
that.
time. Remember, Mexico still believes in the firing squad.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
There you have it.
So
Well,
to the
speaking of, go ahead.
all right, well, wow, where did you want to go? Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, speaking of cooking, Rock, can we get that clip? Cause they got the firing squad and everybody gonna be firing up their ovens and their stove tonight and tomorrow.
Beautiful
Let's
segue,
have a
Phoenix.
message.
I know y'all
Oh,
got a
thank you.
bird marinating.
No, is that wait a minute? Which one is that?
Finger blast.
No. Is
Blast
that
your
it?
fingers into our.
Huh?
Hold on, I'm
That was
curious now.
What
What is
the
the finger
Oh, you
blast?
can play that one. You
I'm
can play
curious
that
now.
one.
No, let that play. You cannot let it play now.
Unique sauce containers filled with honey, tangy barbecue, or salt and vinegar.
Finger blasting is the best.
Try one finger at a time.
Yum.
2 fingers.
Okay.
And then, if everybody's cool with it, work up to 3.
That's good. For now.
I'll take what I can get.
Finger blasting is fun with friends.
But if my friends aren't around, I'll just
Look
finger
at
blast
his
myself.
face.
Yo!
Don't be a prude. Surprise the crew by dipping into 2 sauces at once.
Whoa. That's a shocker. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh no!
Finger blasters from the makers of Circle Jerky.
What?
Shout out to Big Daddy 1037.
There is so
I
much
honestly
wrong
forgot.
with this.
I forgot that I sent that over, but
There
thank you
is so
for
much
the.
Hey,
wrong
talk
with this.
about
the,
perfect timing.
I was talking about something else, but hey, we can go to that other one, the last one I sent you.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, there was so many things wrong with that.
Hey,
Circle jerky.
circle jerky, yes.
Made by
Perfect
Circle Jerky.
timing.
What the heck kind of so I don't even know what else is under that
Well,
Circle Jerky umbrella.
like when I saw that, I was like, all I could think of is our show. I said I had to send that in, but it's another video pertaining to Thanksgiving because I totally forgot about that one.
I got you.
That I wanted us to show. But what were you gonna say quick while Rocky?
Well, it's more of a conversation starter. It's kind of going to derail you from where you're going with this
Quick, can you
video.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm a mute. Sorry guys, my mic was acting up.
Yeah, so let's watch this first since he got it.
Okay, this is just a FYI for you people.
You nasty. Stop inviting people over for Thanksgiving dinner when you know you can't cook. Stuffing, dry, greens, salty, turkey, way underdone. Making everybody boo-boo all over the damn house. Stop inviting people over for Thanksgiving dinner when you know you can't cook. Murderer. Nasty.
Hey, yeah.
Nasty.
No, wait. Firstly, I would like to say, right off of the first "You Nasty," I knew everything he was about to say was coming from the pit of his soul, and he meant every word of it.
He smacked a plant. You don't just hit plants, man. So for those of you that are kitchen challenged and you're trying to impress the family, I'm just going to tell you don't. Okay. Go over to a family member's house, order it, whatever you got to do, but no making people boo-boo on themselves. Is you okay?
Hey, listen, that was a white GMO, by the way.
Yeah.
Everything that he said.
Yeah.
Oh, and G Baby. So quick, G Baby had a question for you. He wanted to know, how did you know that Wolverine was black?
Well, Star, you can probably explain it better, but let's just say, if you listen to the description of our melanin and the capabilities of it, doesn't that sound like all of Wolverine's powers?
And wasn't the
Amen.
original comic book Wolverine black?
Facts.
Well, see, look, y'all trying to take us down the rabbit hole, because if we're going to go that far, then we might as well talk about whitewashing and identity theft, period.
Mm-hmm.
That'll lead us right into one of the topics we had anyway, which would be Kanye and Kyrie Irving and what's going on with them.
Well, we can always go back to that next week.
I was going to say.
Well, that was kind of what I was going to mention before the last video. Not so much of that subject though, but because y'all know how Kanye plans on doing this whole project with Balenciaga selling shoes at 20 a pop, correct? If correct me if I'm wrong.
His
He
outfit,
said,
the clothes.
right. He said
Now,
all of his collaboration with
clothes.
Balenciaga will be $20 a piece.
All right, now this is my prediction, and it
Yes,
leads into
G-Baby.
and it leads into
Exactly, G baby.
right. Well, it leads into a question. I have a feeling that now I could be completely wrong, but this is just going off of how everything in this situation happens. Being that they're only $20, I don't think they're going to sell. Because why do you think people only buy, and I know the answer, but why do people only buy things, even if they're ugly as hell, when they're extremely expensive? But when it's affordable and it does nothing to how they look and their social status, they don't buy it. They shoot that down. You know what I'm saying?
You and I distinctively disagree on that point. I think that the very same reason that you feel it won't sell is the exact reason that it will. The fact that it's Balenciaga is usually out of everybody's price range, and now they can run and buy it and they can boast about it being real Balenciaga, and they were able to go buy it and they don't have to get the knockoffs. I think that's what's going to make it sell out. Because remember, Balenciaga was just in the news before the situation with Kanye for stealing designs from Skechers and charging hundreds of dollars for it. The same shoe that Skechers charges $30 for was going for $1,800 on Balenciaga's website.
And
So
the
I
shoe was
really,
ugly.
exactly, I agree with you on that. But I think because he's making it affordable, it's gonna sell the hell out because everybody's gonna think about that. Oh, it's even cheaper than Skechers now, and everybody's gonna run to get it so that they can boast the fact that they have on real Balenciaga.
Does
a lot
Balenciaga have
of
like a sister
brands.
brand?
Mm.
Do they got like a sister brand underneath the brand of Balenciaga? It's Balenciaga, but it's not Balenciaga
I
type
don't
thing.
think
That's a good question.
I
I
don't
don't
Because
even
know.
kind
know.
of how, like for instance, kind of how Victoria's Secret got the pink thing going.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
know?
sure.
Because what if it's that and it's not Balenciaga?
That's a very good question. I think that would simply go back to what do the consumers believe? You know, I used to work at Walmart and the expensive bottles of wine we found out was the same as the box wine.
Yep.
They literally just made two, they made two labels. The people who felt like, oh, I want to feel important, so I want to buy the expensive, I'm going to buy this $100 a bottle, was literally getting the same crushed grapes as the
Yeah.
people who was buying the
In the
$7.99
box.
box.
It's made the
Right.
same. I mean,
They
It's just the
decided that they
name.
would corner the market by putting out the expensive brand and the cheapest brand too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Balenciaga is doing that. The question is, how do we find out what their cheap brand is?
oh, we will find out. Because granted, if the shoe or the clothing line comes out, right, and it says, like for instance, let's just say the clothing line is Ye, and it just says by Ye from so and so, brought to you by Balenciaga. So that so and so is that sister brand that's under the umbrella of Balenciaga. That's how folks get you. It's technically connected to Balenciaga, but it's not top shelf. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that until it comes out, though.
The thing
Yeah.
is, us as people, we're so trained to think that because it's expensive, the price tag is higher, it's more exclusive. You feel me? It's more valuable. I was sitting there thinking, like, like Adidas was coming out with new Johnson Yeezys without the Yeezy on there, and I was just sitting there thinking, like, will they still price it at that? You feel me? At that price, being as though Yeezy's name is not attached to it, and it's kind of sad because we actually really fall victim to that all the fucking time. Now, don't get it twisted. Just because the price is low, don't mean it's good. You can't go buy Fruity Pebbles and get some Fruity Stones from the store and expect them to be the same thing. In certain situations,
It's similar, but the taste
different.
ain't the same.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like Fruitios instead of Fruit Loops.
Exactly. Like it's honestly it's about the quality in the packaging. If I honestly think that shit shouldn't be that expensive, but of course, you know, you got the fabrics that last long, that don't shrink, don't fade. You feel me? Versus you go to the store and buy a t-shirt from the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you got a good 2.5, 3 wears out of that jump. That jump gonna start fading. You feel me? It's gonna shrink a little. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about quality, but nothing should ever be that overpriced. You think what I'm saying?
I agree. That's just like insulin for diabetic patients. It literally costs the company $12 to make insulin, and they call it a 700% markup because of how much they actually charge per little vial. So that's sadly a way of American life. That's like my dad, before he passed away, may he rest in peace, he turned me on to Stephon Marbury's. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Marbury shoes or whatever, but I liked them. You feel me? I felt like the colors and designs were cute, and you know what I mean? Like, for instance, Jordans. He keeps on giving the same design out over and over and year after year, and the young kids is paying for them. Nobody really bought Marbury's because they were affordable. They was like $25 per shoe. But I swear they were so cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, why would I charge hundreds of dollars for a sneaker that only charges me 50 cents per shoe to make?
Aha.
But
so now
people don't understand
now
that.
let's talk about it, Star, because I have a new business venture that I'm working on launching soon, and I've been keeping it real close to the chest, and I'm not gonna leak it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a power fucking move. But anyway, stay tuned. When it happens, it happens.
Get you a new pair of Rockets coming soon.
Hey man, shh! Don't tell nobody. Nah, but
we need to get on that commercial for your roll-ups, but I ain't saying too much.
But no,
it's coming. So what I was saying was just talking to my mentor in this next business venture. You know, the biggest problem is, and it's from the consumer and the seller. You know, like us as black businesses, we automatically assume that our prices have to be low. You feel me? Like, and we lowball ourselves. And I get it. You feel me? But when you are a brand, whatever you feel like your brand is worth, charge that shit. You feel me? And
Facts.
I stand on it because just because I won't buy it, somebody else will. You feel me? If you make clothing and you got a sweatsuit, you got some sweatpants, a hoodie for me, you feel me? And you tell me that joint is 120, you feel me, for the whole set, and that's your price because your name, your stamp, your brand is on that. I can't do nothing but respect that because that's what you feel like your brand is worth. Of course, your profit margin may be hellified for you, but that's none of my business because I'm the consumer. I'm paying for what I like. So on the other side of the coin,
Absolutely.
I kind of feel like either you're going to complain about the price or you're going to buy it.
The other side of the coin or both sides of the coin. Aha.
Blood. Now, a good example of this, for instance, would be Shaquille O'Neal's brand, Shaq's. You know, he had the option. And granted, the shoes are actually a very, very dope design. He had the option of either going into, I forgot which brand it was. I think it was Nike, but he decided to go with Walmart exclusively because he wanted to make an affordable shoe
Facts.
for underprivileged kids and so on and so forth. But his shoe ended up, if anybody shows up wearing them shoes, they get clowned for some reason.
Depending on where they live.
Depending on where they live and who they are. But like a lot of people clown folks for wearing like, hey, you got on them cheap ass Shaqs and so on and so forth. But the whole time, Shaq sold over like hundreds of millions of shoes to kids around the world.
Absolutely.
At Walmart.
Because that's a top
Walmart and Payless.
Right, because that's a top brand in North and South Carolina and down in Florida. Keep in mind, whereas up here, everybody is Jordans. But in the South, Shaqs are more desirable. Let me say it that way.
K-Swiss and Fila.
Right.
I think.
Yes, and Filas and Pumas.
So, whole T, like, you got to think, like, Shaq shoes and Jordan shoes are marketed way different. Shaq made his cheap and available. So he has mass quantities being made. On the other end, Jordan is more exclusive because yes, he releases the same shoes often and it annoys the fuck out of me. But you know why? Because he doesn't make a lot. You feel me? He makes a limited production because
fully understandable.
It's hard. He makes his product more valuable because it's harder to find. It's all about supply and demand.
Understandable. But here's my question to you before we venture away from what you just said. Is Jordan's more valuable because of supply and demand or better materials? Because it seems that the Shaqs last longer than the Jordans do. So it seems like his materials would be better. So are they devaluing it only because of the price and they're not actually looking at the true quality?
Well, I never had a pair of Shaqs.
I like that. I'm gonna tell you, I have bought Shaqs for my children.
I had a pair of Shaqs.
I wear Shaqs and I bought them for my children.
I bought them for my children, and they have lasted. I'm telling you.
Yeah, when
I wear them. Listen, not to put all of my business out there, but years ago, I bought myself some Shaqs, and then one of my sons, busted a hole in his shoes. The Shaqs was brand new, and I gave them to him. When I say that they lasted for years, and then years later, this boy tried to give them back to me. Shaqs, I understand that the price is what makes it exclusive and what makes it desirable. But when you start talking about quality, people forget that sometimes those cheaper shoes are better quality, and somebody just cared about your pockets.
But that's not, unfortunately, that's not the case. Like, it's not always the case. Sometimes it really, the phrase "you get what you pay for." You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Just think about
that
it.
Is true.
You can go to the store and get you a pair of Apple Airbuds, the little AirPods, and then you can go to Five and Below and get you a pair. And honestly, you definitely can tell.
Yep, because I've done it. Yep,
I've done it too.
I know that.
It depends on what it is.
But who's gonna look that closely in your ear and say, "Them ain't by Apple"?
The sad thing about it is we are now of the age where we don't care if they would anyway. But our children are still surrounded by those people that will look and, oh, those is not real and this. And,
that's
I don't see why the hell everybody looking at everybody in when everybody losing one.
Exactly.
Can't keep up with your damn earpods.
And that's where the Shaq thing comes in, because at the lunch table, like in the school days, and especially in high school, we got caught wearing them around.
Absolutely.
At least up this way, you will make friendships out of people. People who don't know each other will band together and roast you just because you got them shoes on.
Yep.
And for the record, I'm from a different time in life, and I'm from Brooklyn. You feel where I'm coming from? Even if I had the real expensive stuff, I wouldn't be wearing that shit to school and out. In New York, you a target. You a Vic. Somebody is going to rob you. Like, I grew up completely different. Even if I had the expensive stuff, if I'm not out with my parents or some adult family members, I ain't wearing the expensive stuff, and I don't care how much you tease me about how cheap what you perceive I have is. Like, you know what I'm coming from? Why would I wear diamond earrings to school instead of cubic zirconias? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I never understood the concept of bullying a child because their parents can't afford the stuff that you're going to try to rob them for. Like, that was just crazy to me.
Because kids are jerks, yo.
Adults too.
Hey, we need a whole segment called "Kids Are Jokes" from now on. Jerks from now on.
Yeah.
The kids are just mean.
It's true.
Dog. They just mean. With no cut cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
did y'all see? I'm sorry, baby. Did y'all see that thread? Because what we're talking about right now just made that smack me in the face. It was a thread called "Let's Slander Babies." Did y'all see that?
Oh, I would love to participate in that.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. They was talking about it, and they little asses sit around and just drool, and then they cry. It was the funniest thread I've ever seen ever. Like, literally, Google slander babies. Let's slander babies. I'm telling you, it would be the laugh of a lifetime, guaranteed.
Wow. Yeah, I would definitely take part in that. I got so many baby jokes and complaints. You know what I'm saying? I still talk to my kids about the times they used to shit and that shit used to come out they pamper, go all up they back in they onesie and shit. I'm changing pampers and cleaning up with the nasty face, and they sitting there all happy rolling around and shit.
Laughing.
Fucking animals.
And don't forget projectile shits when they literally think they farting while you changing a diaper.
Oh my god.
Or the water,
can I ask
the
you a question?
sprinkler.
Can I ask y'all a question? As an adult, has that ever happened to you? You think you about to break wind, but then all of a sudden something shoots out?
Wait a minute.
Thankfully, no.
Thankfully, not yet.
I always catch myself.
Fine, fart. Is that happy? You happy?
Excuse me, tooting and I said break wind before. My daughter said what?
I'm about to say, what's wrong? Like break wind, fart. We all know it means the same thing, bro.
Okay, men, so Rock, what were you saying, Rock? Because I'm probably going to be wanting to log off after I answer this question.
I forgot.
No, you staying here and you going to bask in it.
He asked, have you ever shot a projectile out of your ass?
Thinking that it was a fart, like, I got to let this one go.
Right.
And then just spray.
Damn, quick. Quick. I was trying to set you up, bro. I left it as an open question. God damn it.
Look, it ended up catching me in the net instead, right? So listen. So no, I've never projectile sharded, but I had a similar, equally embarrassing situation. So some women don't like panty lines and opt to go commando. So I came home from the club one night. I was busted drunk. I passed on out and had to use the bathroom. Jumped up to go to the bathroom and forgot that the particular outfit that I had on required undergarments. Pulled down my shorts, but not my undergarments. And was trying to figure out why it was so hard to poop. And it was because I had a thong between my cheeks.
That is funny.
No, but that can happen. That means you had a comfortable pair of drawers on. If you get you a comfortable pair of thongs,
you will forget that you have
that has
drawers
happened
on.
to me. Yeah,
and I was drunk. I ended up having to throw those drawers away.
I have woken up, peed,
and been like, "Oh shit!"
And like, what the? Oh my god.
That sounds dangerous, low key. It sounds
It's
like
not
that
though,
would
because
just
the underwear
make your
are
butt
so
cheeks
comfortable.
Yeah.
No, a thong
Thank
and a
you.
G-string are two separate things.
Yes.
But you can get you a comfortable thong. That is dope.
Oh, it
Thank
sounds
you.
like it's time for a merch plug. We got the no filter thongs coming out on the line very, very soon. You know, 3 strings in the tissue.
Yes, Zena. I'm just saying it happens, and thank you,
Joe.
Phoenix, and thank you, Zena, for letting me know that I'm not alone. Well, no, G baby, I was on the toilet. I was on the G baby. I was on the toilet.
Shitting with the drawers on.
No, she was on the side of the road, G baby.
She was pushing and the jaws was pushing right back.
Yeah, I was like, no, you thought this was not Charles was like, no, not today.
Oh my God.
thought, no.
Listen.
Wait a minute, Star. Your turd was fucking you.
Oh my God.
That reminds me of a damn episode of Big Mouth on Netflix.
Oh my God.
Got fucked by your own feces.
Oh my God. That's constipation.
Look, on that note, I think it's time
Definitely time to go.
Yes.
I swear to goodness, I must love y'all to death because I be spilling all my personal tea. I swear.
Look. It's Wednesday. They need something to go and make it through the week with. Might as well tell on ourselves.
You know what? And just because you said that, you just made me think of something, Weezy. So tomorrow, a lot of people are not going to want to deal with their family members. Think back to all these funny moments on tonight's show to get you through tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay?
When
something else for you to be thankful for, the No Filter Show.
And when you're unwrapping that turkey and taking that little wire that beat down the crack of the turkey, think about Star Stone.
Oh my God. Yeah, a thong full of stuffing.
Yes.
Guess who's not eating stuff?
Guess whose appetite is ruined?
You're welcome.
Hey, Star, you know what? I hope you get cranberry sauce all over your plate.
Oh my God!
Do not talk about cranberry sauce as if it's a bad thing.
Hey, you know what? If I do, I'm going to steal that picture of Michael Jackson that you got right there.
That's hilarious.
Hey, man, it's that time. We gotta get up out of here, y'all. Go ahead and quick kick it off for me.
Y'all already know the vibes. Beast Bars of Faith had an original in here with me, yo. Hey, y'all know the vibes. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Turkey Day. Eat dirty, all that kind of stuff. You know, don't worry about your calorie count tomorrow. Just tear the dang dessert table up one time. You'll be good on Friday.
And I am your resident goofball that believes in aliens. So,
AKA Brown Thong.
Not today.
Come. Look, come take a smoke on my planet. I promise you will not leave the same, and you'll love it. Mwah.
Y'all so damn crazy. and join her join her for some turducken. Turducken. I am the Blue Phoenix. You can catch me at the Blue Phoenix Hills everywhere every other Wednesday, which will be next week if Mo is up to it, on both sides of the coin at 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's my turn? Oh, shit.
Maybe.
Well, y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at Taylor Made Rock. Look, people, this is the holiday. As we sit down and enjoy our loved ones, you feel me? We eat that good food. Take that time to remember the ones that ain't here. Cherish those memories. Create new memories and eat your good food, man. This is the No Filter Show from each and every last one of us on this panel, and to the one that's not here, that's at home with Chili Willy syndrome right now. We love y'all, and we will see y'all next week?
Next week.
Yeah.
Good
And
night.
we out of here. Good night, y'all.
Good night.